The lady was like, you don't need to sell it to us anytime soon, because I had like so much money left on the trade card that she was like, you can just chill. Which I probably won't. I have no chill. Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kang, and we are the FI Resellers.
And today we are going to tell you what is selling for good money online. So we're going to go through some of our sales from this past week, some of the really good ones, so that you're just getting BOLOs this week. And then we're going to show you all of our numbers. We're going to tell you how much we made on each platform and all of that. Then we're going to tell you a little bit of what we're doing with some of that money. This is definitely an informative video, so you'll want to stay tuned all the way to the very end.
We're starting off with this plain white t-shirt by John Varvatos. We sold it for $39.65 on eBay.
Yeah, so this was really surprising to us. It was literally just like, to me, it looked like an undershirt.
Yeah.
I can't believe that someone would be willing to pay like $30 for this shirt, but someone was. And we actually got some lowball offers, quite a few actually, and it sold pretty quickly just a couple days after it was listed. So definitely be on the lookout for that brand, John Varvatos.
The retail was like $200,
yeah,
but it only sold for $39. So it is what it is. You can see in the photo that it's basically a see-through t-shirt. It is just a very insignificant thing, but still sold for like $40.
Right. So I'm sure if you find a more substantial piece, it could sell for much more.
Yeah. And by the way, the numbers that we're giving you is the price that the buyer was all in. So that includes the shipping. We sold this LaFleur dress. It was this nice green dress that we sold for $68.45 on eBay.
So we've had that since July. So we have had it for a while, but it did have some like kind of armpit staining or fading from, it looked like from deodorant. But we disclosed that in the listing, and this was also a really good size. It was a size 2, which in this brand is actually more like an extra large. So they use vanity sizing, so it was a good size, so that was why we had priced it high. Even though it had some damage, we figured that, you know, a person looking for this kind of dress would be willing to pay a little bit more, and we were right about that, but it did take a while to sell.
We sold these vintage Christian Dior undies for $45.30 on eBay. Crazy.
I don't know much about vintage underwear. I know that there are some resellers who know a lot. I am not one of them. I picked these up because I figured that they would be good. They were definitely vintage, and they were kind of like a boy short style, and it had Dior spelled out all over, which apparently is pretty good. So when I was looking up comps, I was seeing like the monogrammed ones, so the ones with Dior spelled out, or like Christian Dior on the lace, that those are worth more. And so I had originally actually priced it at $75 because I just had no idea really. I mean, I looked at the comps, but I didn't know how my underwear fit into the comps, because I was like, well, it's different, but is it different in a way that raises its value or lowers its value? I'm not really sure. And so when someone came and offered me $40 plus shipping, I accepted, and I'm really happy with that sale. We got it from the bin, so it was probably only like 25 cents. It was so light, you know, you pay by the pound there, so really, really happy with that sale.
Yeah, we're happy to finally see this one go. It's this vintage Valentine's Day platter. It's this nice little plate that we sold for $34.85 on eBay.
So we've had this since June, and so now it's time, finally Valentine's Day, or around then. And so we got all of a sudden a ton of interest on this plate, and so I was really happy to see it sold. I didn't know that it was going to be worth just as much when I originally picked it up. I just thought it was really cute, and I think it was only like $1 at a garage sale, so it turned out to be a good deal, but it did stay around for a while.
Yeah, it's just the season. It doesn't sell all year round like Christmas does.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna pick up Valentine's Day stuff, you gotta wait until January to sell it. We sold these jeans by Adriano Goldschmied for $34.50 on eBay.
So these jeans we had actually sold once before, and they got returned because of fit, and so we hadn't even put them away yet. We had just relisted them, and they sold again. So it just goes to show you that returns aren't the worst thing. For us, when a buyer returns it because of fit, they have to pay for return shipping. So it really wasn't any loss for us. And then we resold the item like almost immediately. So we made the same amount of profit that we would have the first time around. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So then on Tuesday of this week, I went into Buffalo Exchange, brought them a big bag of items, and they bought 14 of my items. Most of them were men's clothes. So it seemed like they really wanted men's clothes. They bought 2 pairs of Vans from me, some American Eagle like sweatshirts that we had gotten in our ThredUp box. Most of these things had come from ThredUp boxes because I was really trying to get rid of some of the old ThredUp things, and then some of the ThredUp things that we got in the most recent box that we haven't listed yet. And then they bought this like floral corset and some jeans, 2 pairs of jeans, some Forever 21 jeans, which I was really surprised about. But they were
Nice.
really like a funky style. They were cool. They were not selling on Poshmark for us, even though they'd been listed for a long time. And some Levi's 505s. So just all in all, a lot of different kinds of things. I was really happy with that, sell there. So I walked around the store to try to do a trade, and I only picked up 2 items. But when I went to check out, I still wanted the trade because you get double the amount in trade versus, just
The cash value.
And so the lady was like, you don't need to sell it to us anytime soon, because I had like so much money left on the trade card that she was like, you can just chill. Which I probably won't. I have no chill, but maybe the next time I'll get the cash. I don't know. What would you do? Like if you got a good amount at Buffalo Exchange, would you take the cash or would you do the trade? Even though I feel like I can't find very many things to actually trade for. Like I feel like it's easier for me to sell the items than to find good items there. So I don't know. Let me know what you do. What's your strategy at buy sell trade stores?
I also noticed that 8 of the 14 items were listed for over 100 days. So that's great to, just get out of here.
Right, exactly. So that was kind of the plan, was like old stuff and then stuff that we haven't listed yet to kind of save us some work. So that's kind of our strategy with that.
Then we sold this old school black iPod. It was the one that still had the dial. We sold it for $40 on Facebook Marketplace.
So that was a pretty good deal. We had it listed with a radio, and then the person asked just to buy the iPod, which we were like, yeah, fine, that works. So we sold them just the iPod, and that turned out to be a really good deal.
We sold these Tory Burch black wedges for $32.65 on eBay. Just one day.
Yeah, so this was a really fast sale. I had priced them kind of low because they weren't in the best condition. And these kind of wedges aren't really in style anymore, like with the peep toe. Like I don't ever see people wearing those anymore. So I figured that they wouldn't have quite the demand, so I needed to price them a little bit lower. And it worked. They sold pretty quickly, and I was really happy with that sale. We had gotten those in Cincinnati at a Goodwill, so we had actually paid like full price Goodwill prices for them. So kind of crazy for us. We hardly ever do that. But It did work out. It was a quick flip. We're really happy with that.
The last item we wanted to share with you this week was this short sleeve Faraday shirt for $40 on Poshmark.
This is definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. This got a lot of attention very quickly. A lot of lowball offers. People love this brand, and it goes for a good amount. Like we were seeing, comps for $50 for some of the long sleeve tops and things like that. So I think that they also make women's items too, but I'm not sure what the sell-through rate is on the women's, but the men's sell-through rate is very good. So if you ever see this out and about, I'm not sure that I would have recognized it as something good if I didn't, get it in the threaded box and, realize that it was a good brand. So you might think, oh, it's just like another surfer brand, whatever, but it's not. Definitely look it up. Okay, so here are numbers from the week. So we sold a total of 33 items for a gross revenue of $775.90. We had a cost of goods, so the amount that we actually paid for those 33 items was $76.92. And then breaking it down by platform, on eBay, we profited a total of $251.98. On Facebook Marketplace, we profited $69.62. On Poshmark, we profited $48.89, and at Buffalo Exchange we made a total of $135.17, although technically all of that is trade-in, so I need to go back and buy more items to make the trade. And on Mercari we made a total of $15.87 from just the one sale.
Once again, the loser of the week.
No, once again the loser. So
maybe one day it'll rise to stardom. Who knows?
I think this week Mercari will be better. I've been trying out some things. Macy gave a great comment on our last video, so you should definitely go and check that out if you want some good Mercari tips. Also, her channel, Blue Consignment, she talks a lot about Mercari. I think she's even made a video about kind of her Mercari strategy, so definitely check her channel out. But then if you just want the highlights, you can look at the comment on our last What Sold video. She gave some really great advice on, how to succeed at Mercari. So after all of that, our profit from this past week was $521.53. So that's after fees, shipping, and cost of goods. So we're pretty happy with that number. Yeah. I think the Buffalo Exchange trip really helped us. It would have been a very bad week otherwise.
Right.
But I think overall, good week. We're really excited for this next week. I think it's going to be even better. We're ramping up our listings and ramping up our stores. So I think that our business is only going to grow from here.
Okay, we mentioned last week that we're only going to choose one platform that, we have all these profits in to continue our total stock market index experiment in. And this week we chose Poshmark. It's $49. So we put $49 into this experiment to show you that, it's doable, that you don't have to put a lot of money in, that we want to encourage you to just get started. So here's how it's doing. It's still down, but this is actually a buying opportunity. Just like you do with reselling, you buy low and you sell high. It's on sale right now, right? So this is a perfect time to buy it. We continue to buy it because we are confident in our strategy. And we've talked about it in the past. We don't want to go through it for too long, but essentially we are looking at the long term and seeing that this is just a blip, just a small dip in what is the grand scheme of 40 years or more of investing. So that's something to consider. And the other thing we really just want to talk about is the best time to have started investing was 20 some odd years ago. And the next best time is yesterday. And the next best time is today. So just get started. Really, that's all we're encouraging you to do. If it means just putting in a little bit, $49 like we are from our Poshmark sales only, then so be it. It doesn't have to be a lot. We really hope that over time, it shows you that your money can continue to make you money.
So our community BOLO this week comes from VanJam. And she sold these G-Star Raw men's cargo pants for $57.99 on eBay. So that is a great sale. It just goes to show you men's items are really great and you should be on the lookout for them. This brand, G-Star Raw, the cargo pants seem to be doing great. I was looking on eBay through Terapeak, through researching, up to $100, $125. And so if you can get these pants for a good amount, you can sell them pretty well online. So definitely be on the lookout for this brand and look it up when you find it. If you aren't following VanJam, she is a great person to follow on Instagram. She's always dropping great knowledge on, brands and on things to be picking up and all of that. She, I feel like, picks up the coolest things. I'm always like, wow, I can't believe you found that and that it sells for that much. I would have never been even looking for something like that, but here you are. So definitely give her a follow. You will learn so much from her. And if you ever want to send us a community BOLO, we would love to get one from you. There's no minimum of, how much it sold for or anything like that. We just want to hear from other people, what they're selling. We love, shouting other people out and raising up your good sales and just celebrating you. So make sure, if you get a good sale, to think of us and to send it in so that we can feature you. We would love to do that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below of how your sales are going this week. Are you out of the, kind of post-holiday slump, or are you kind of still in that space? Let us know how things are going. We would love to hear from you. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. That shows YouTube that this is a good video and that it should go out to more people. And if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our FI Resellers community here on YouTube.
Yeah, and we are so excited for what's coming up in this year. We've got some really big things in the pipeline. But also, this holiday slump is just a blip in this whole thing where we've heard a lot of people just, say that their week has been going pretty terribly. But if it weren't for the strategies that we've been implementing, we would also be doing pretty terrible.
Yeah.
So just try different things and see if there are different avenues for you to pursue this year. We're really cheering for you. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Undergarment?
Panties?
Panties?
Undies? Underwear?
Undies.
Underwear. Just say underwear.
Undies by Christian Dior. Then we sold this black old-fashioned iPod.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah, old-fashioned. I forgot to say, keep that passion burning.